Hey folks, Species 7, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more gameplay of Factorio. Yes indeed, our wonderful little, well, assembly game. Sure, that works. For those of you that are here for the first time, hope you like what you see. Hang around and have a watch here. We're going to jump back into the game. Now, what I have done since the last time, just to save us a little bit of time, because some processes are a wee bit slower than others, is I've set a couple of things up for us to see. And for me to do that, I had to first set up two other things. Well, one's kind of because you sort of do, and the other is the one we actually need. First off is this little unit, and as you can see, this is Radar Shane Johnstone. No idea who Shane Johnstone is, but apparently that's the name of our radar. And what this does, if we bring up our map, is see this outer square? Now this is our immediate base area. See, another square just filled in. That's what our radar does, is it slowly scans further and further and further and further out. So, until we eventually get everything mapped. And it's really great because if you zoom in, you can see things like a definite issue that we have, which is we have the massive coal here. This, by the way, is our power assembly. This is the other gear we've got popped around there. And we've got a patch of coal here, which we're using for our power assembly. We've got a big patch of coal over here, and that's quite a distance, by the way. And then a tiny little dot of it up here, and that's about it. We're not even going to count those. So we're going to have to, well, make the best of a bad thing. Yeah, ooh, wrong way. Yeah, we get lots of copper on this map, a fair bit of iron. But, I say, it looks like coal is going to be sort of the iffy one. So anyway, that's the radar, and that's what it does for you. The other thing are these, and these are labs, okay? This is lab Chris Cullup, apparently. Again, not quite sure who that would be. But what labs allow you to do is press the T key and come up with this. This is research. Now, I've already researched logistics 1, and I've researched automation 1. Okay, I just finished optics, and I did optics just to get lamps because it's really dark here and you can see behind this screen. Yeah, I don't think you guys want to watch episode after episode of the pitched blackedness. I would advise, however, if you turn up the hostiles much more than we have, go for armor crafting, military, likely turrets and stone walls as well, like real soon, probably before you do anything beyond automation, like before logistics even. So there you go. Now, initially what I did, these labs take things called science packs. Here we are. And the first lab takes these red science packs. They don't take much, a copper plate, an iron gear wheel, and away you go. I suggest making 10 to start with, and if you're going to do your automation, do that, because that's going to allow you to come up with these. These are assembly machines, and this will allow you the first part of your automation process. Now, before we get too much further, let me point one quick thing out, guys, alright? I am by no means an expert at this game. There are lots of YouTubers out here who can min-max this thing to within a single ore of its life, you know what I mean? I've seen them doing speed runs of the entire game in 2 hours. However, bear with me, because I will certainly, I have none. I will certainly do my best to keep everything running effectively. Here's a good trick for you, by the way. If you need resources and you've got belts full of it, stand on them and press F. Notice these guys immediately leap back into service. Yeah, I straightened this out. I dropped a couple of electrical poles down and put electric mines in so that we can get a good steady supply. There we go. That should do it. Emptied 3/4 of the belt. Now, who is being itchy? You. There you go, man. Alright, anyway, back up here, now that we've got our plates being produced. What I want to do here is I want to make conveyor belts, because conveyor belts we are going to use a bazillion of. Now, conveyor belts, if we look, require a couple of things. They need us to find them. There they are. Transport belts, as they're known here. Conveyor belts here on Earth. And they require iron plates and iron gear wheels, so they're pretty darn simple. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this assembly factory make me iron gear wheels. And this one, oh, hang on. Apparently I have one there now. Okay, so that one's going to make us iron gear wheels. This one is going to make us conveyor belts. Okay, and to do that, all we need to do is putting one there, have it transfer goods to this one. Now, I don't know why the symbols aren't on them anymore. Okay, but yeah. If we add some power, now I put the iron plates in here that we need for the gear wheels. I put iron plates in there that we're going to need to add to the gear wheels to make conveyor belts. And then all we should need is power. Oops. So let's put one there. And oh, you're not quite going to get into that one, are you? You bugger. Okay, no problem. We'll put one there. Alright. Now, as you see, they're doing their thing. This guy's producing our gear wheels. This guy is turning them into conveyor belts. And in here, we've got 217, 218, 219 of the transport belts. Now this, I want to keep going with our research. Okay? So rather than feeding it these, what I really want to do, and I'm going to take them out just for that reason, is I want to make science packs. And if we look at a science pack, we can see that it consists of copper plates and iron gear wheels. So, we say, and again. So, this thing, we're going to have make iron gear wheels. This thing, we're going to have make science packs. So, there we go. Now, there we go. I'm sorry, I forgot to press Alt. I couldn't figure out why they didn't have the symbols on them. But yeah, if you press the Alt key, it will make either high detail or none. So now, all we need to do to get this stuff going, obviously iron gear wheels require iron, so let's put some iron in our chest. Nice. And in this chest, we're going to put the copper plates that are required to add to the iron gear wheels to make red science packs. Okay, so this is going to make gear wheels. Then we've got our inserter in between it that's going to put it into here along with the copper plates from this side. Now, once they've made them, they're simply going to put them in this chest. This inserter is going to take them out of the chest and put them in the lab. Okay, inserters, they're basically, okay, let's have a look at one. Alright, you can rotate them with R. Now you want the arrow to point where you want them to put things, and the flat part to point where you want them to take things from. So, we're going to put that guy there. And once again, all that we require now to get this running is electricity. So, let's get this thing wired up, shall we? Oh, I'm not close enough. That's why it's not placing. Alright. Makes sense. I guess actually we could... No, we do have to start with this one. Alrighty. And let's place another one. Oops. Here. And let's place another one. Here. Alright, now that should have everybody running. Okay, you're producing those. You should be taking those out of there and putting them in here. We've got 2 of these. Oh! Okay, there we go. This is supposed to be doing that. There we go. Now everybody's happy. And once it actually builds a science pack, it will take it out and put it in here. You can see it's working away. There we go. And it's put a science pack in here. Now, as this requires science packs, and it will almost immediately as soon as we pick a research, and I think at this point I'm going to research electronics. What will that give us? Electronics will allow us automation 2, advanced circuit networks, electric energy distribution. Lab efficiencies and rocketry. Oh, and smart inserters. Alright, we are going to research electronics. Alright, now you'll notice it put one in here. And as it gets them, it'll put them in. So now we've automated red science packs. And we've automated conveyor belts. Now, a thing that you can do, this red X, let's say I only want that many stacks. If you pull this, you can do that, and now as soon as it fills this, it'll be done. You can bring this right up to only have 1 stack. If you click it again, it gets rid of all of that. Now, I don't know why, but I still got 14 red science packs on me, so we're going to just stick them in there. So there you are. We've got some very basic early animation. Now all these guys have stopped whenever this no longer requires a pack in it. And these, of course, do take a little bit of time to work. So there you go. Some very simple automation. And I guess all of these are full. Now next time around, we'll get to setting up some slightly more efficient systems of doing things here. For instance, we are going to start bringing our coal up to where we're going to do our major smelting. Because this may look like we're doing alright with plates and stuff, but once we start getting into some more advanced, shall we say, projects, we're going to realize, okay, see, this chest is completely full. Excellent. We're going to realize that 100, 500 iron plates are nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we're going to want to be able to dig into this. We're going to want to be able to dig into basically all of our supplies of everything that's around. And, you know, probably end up bringing the main part of our factory up maybe in here somewhere, or possibly here. So yeah, we're going to have to be running a lot of things, a lot of places. Now, this stuff is all running effectively. That's wonderful. How do we do for lights here? There we go. Bumpity bumpity bump. Electronic circuits. Iron plates. Ooh, copper cable. What do we need? Ah, okay. So we have no copper plate left. Doopity doopity doop. Hello. Oops, would help if I went the right way. So yeah, next time around, as I said, we're going to start, we've got a little bit of simple automation going. It's time we bumped that up a notch and started bringing things to where we actually need them. There we go. I'm also going to no, actually, let's not. Burner miner drill. Here we go. Good enough. Good enough. Bang. And let's get ourselves as well. Poof. A quick stone oven. Lovely. Drop that there. And do I have any? Yes, I do. Do I have any? Yes, I do. There we go. Let's double up our plates for the moment until we get a few things going. So there we are. We got a successful power plant, a little bit of automation. Things are looking pretty good. This sort of thing isn't going to go on much longer. This whole having to add the coal manually bit. So, yeah. We're out of goodies. Oh, you still got a bunch, don't you? So that's just this guy. There we go. That should keep him happy for a while. And oh yeah, 510 of these, that might sound like a lot of anything. It's just not. So, hope you enjoyed, guys. Not the longest of episodes, but we got done what we needed to do. We've got some basic automation that's going to keep us, well, as you can see, electronics is also almost done. Getting through this, you're probably, okay, this shows down here what we've already learned. At the sort of pace we're doing, i.e. not pushing it, it's probably going to take us a good 30 hours to get anywhere close to these end ones. Now, this last one, of course, is our end game where we get to launch rockets into space. You don't necessarily have to take all of the technologies. That's something else. But you know what? We're gonna. You know, like, you don't need to take automobilism. You know, you don't need to deal with trains. You can get into flight and then get into robotics and make the little construction bots and logistic bots and all that. But we will do all of it. So, as I said, I'm not an expert at the game, and I'm not trying to min-max it. I'm just trying to get stuff we need. Even if I end up throwing it all into boxes for a while and create something completely bizarre and you guys all facepalm and go, oh my god. Thank heavens he's not running the world. Well, you know what? You're absolutely right. Thank heavens I'm not. And on that note, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, and the little fella down there, if you click him, he'll let you subscribe. Feel free to share, favorite, do all the other YouTubey things. Till next time, guys, this is BC7. Have another look at Factorio. Wonderful game. Highly recommend it. It's on Steam. Take care of each other, folks. Ciao for now. Getting some wood. Oh, give me wood.